Hey guys, in this video, we are going to talk about how to clean your peel and stick and what you should know about the products that you use on your floor. We're also going to tell you what we use to keep our peel and stick floors looking good even after 7 years.
So guys, this is what we started with. We had a sheet vinyl floor in our kitchen and it was so bad. It was torn, cracked, and chipped, and we tried everything we could to try to clean up the stain. And at the time, we didn't know you could put peel and stick right over vinyl tile. So we ended up scraping it up. Now, this was the first time we used luxury vinyl tile. We put it directly down on our concrete subfloor. We didn't use any extra adhesive. We took our time, we planned it out, and then we used a 100-pound roller to flatten it. And this is used, you can see our son kind of having fun with it, but this is used when you use any type of flooring that has an adhesive underneath. And then we used premix grout that is solely for vinyl tiles. And this was to give it a look like marble. This was to give it a more luxury look. And we were so amazed that we could transform our kitchen floor by ourselves with these peel and stick tiles that were affordable and durable. It saved us so much money. I mean, look at the before and after transformation in our kitchen. And look at it today. I mean, look at the floor. This is great. This is after 7 years. Now here you'll see, this is the marks that we have on it after 7 years. We put a ladder to try to change the light and we scuffed up the floor really bad. Even our grout is in great shape after all these years, and we do believe it's because of the products we used to care for this product, for the vinyl tile and the vinyl grout. And our kitchen is a high traffic area for the entire family. You can't tell me that peel and stick tile is not a durable product. Our floor still looks great. So let me share with you the best secret to cleaning peel and stick floors. One thing to know is that there is a range of pH for floor cleaners. If you're like me, you want it to smell good, but you also want to check your floor cleaner to see if it has a neutral pH, and that is a pH of 7. Neutral pH cleaners are much easier on vinyl floors and they don't leave a residue. So after you clean with them, your floors won't be slippery. And this is great for in the kitchen. They don't destroy sealants or grout for vinyl tiles, and they also are very safe for families and pets when you're using this cleaner inside your home. And this is why we give neutral pH cleaners a thumbs up for peel and stick tile. Let's check out some more cleaners. Now, Swiffer is an easy way to just mop a small area, and it says it's used on most surfaces, but it actually has a pH of 10, and so it's really not good for peel and stick tiles. I have to admit, I do like Fabulosa. I like the smell of it, and I was so happy to find out that it has a pH of 7. We pretty much know Lysol is a harsher cleaner and it was used a lot in 2020, but be careful when using it on your peel and stick so you don't damage the surface or the adhesive properties. Everyday dish detergent is a safe and effective cleaner that's even better for when you have to spot clean those spills on your kitchen floor that sometimes your kids do right after you've just mopped. And of course, we have to talk about our natural cleaners. It is a safe pH that you can also mix to make a paste and clean your grout. So baking soda is another option for caring for your peel and stick floors.
So the first thing we're going to do is sweep the kitchen floor and then we'll get to mopping it.
My kitchen is kind of divided into two areas. The cooking, food prep area, and then our eating area is much brighter. And overall, caring for my floor is pretty easy because of the size. Since our kitchen is the walkway through the garage, we usually have to sweep every day because there's always grass, dirt, something coming through that door onto the floor. Caring for our floor is pretty easy, and it makes me happy thinking about, hubby and I were able to do this on our own and make our floor look pretty good. And most people can't believe that it's peel and stick vinyl flooring that we used.
So up until this time, I was using this sponge mop right here. And now today I'm going to try the spin mop with the microfiber so that I can always have clean water. And I'll show you how that works.
I did want to try a new rinse clean spin mop with microfibers because a sponge mop does leave streaks on your floor. So I'm going to show you what comes in the box. And literally, guys, there is no instructions. It's just the bucket and the mop. So if you get one, I'll show you how I put it together. I really did like the feel of the microfibers. It was nice and soft, and I'm hoping it'll pick up the dirt on the floor more than just pushing it around as the sponge mop did. Everything was pretty straightforward, but I did have a few issues knowing which way to turn the handle to extend it and then to tighten it after I turned it, but we got it. I was a little excited about my new cleaning toy. I watched some of the reviews, so I knew that I needed to fill the bucket up completely so I would have enough water to have the clean water when the mop goes in. You can see the water filling up on the sides, and you want to make sure you fill it up as much as you can. Well, one thing I noticed is that when I'm moving it, nothing spilled out, so that was a plus. The only thing is I could not tell how much cleaner I was adding to create my mixture, so I just added as much as I thought would be good. In that little red tab, you can pull it up, and that allows more clean water to go into that side. So each time you put your mop in, you'll have clean water. So that part was nice. The section for the mop to go in was a little bit smaller, but I knew that that was one of the concerns. However, it seemed to be okay once I got it in there, and then I had to spin it and I had to let go of the mop and just kind of let it spin in my hand as it spun down in the bucket. So that was like a learning curve. This was literally my first time using this. Right away, I realized that the mop was much easier to use for me as far as moving across the floor, and it was able to go into the hard to reach spaces under the refrigerator, under my stove, much easier than my mop was. So that was nice. I also did like the ability to clean the mop before I put it back onto the floor. And it seemed like the cleaning solution and everything was working really well. Each time I would clean the mop head and then spin it and use it again with the fresh, clean water. I also wasn't getting any streaks, and so that was nice. I wasn't getting any muddy streaks. I did notice that the microfibers clean differently than the sponge. So for a small space like this, I really enjoyed using this microfiber mop. I'm not too sure if it would work in a larger space, but for peel and stick tile in a kitchen or small bathroom, this really works well.
I hope this video gives you a good idea on how to maintain your peel and stick floors. If you want to know more about it, check out our peel and stick playlist. There you will see how to install it, what things you should know, and some of the secrets to making your peel and stick look the best. It was great hanging out with you guys today, and we'll see you in the next video.